Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to learn about anonymous class in Java programming. So guys, in Java, a class can contain another class known as the nested class. So this we have seen previously as well. It is possible to create a nested class without giving any name. So guys, this we are going to see with the help of example in order to create a nested class without any name. Now a nested class that doesn't have any name is called an anonymous class. Now anonymous class must be defined inside another class, hence it is also known as the anonymous inner class. So guys, we are going to check anonymous inner class with the help of example. So let us move to IDE over here. So let us say we have a class. So we have a class called as polygon. So I'll just create a class called as polygon, and inside this class we just have one method, that is display. So we will have a void display, and then it is not taking any parameters, but it is just going to print one statement. So we'll print the statement over here as inside polygon class. So guys, this statement will identify that we are present inside the polygon class. But now guys, how can we create an anonymous inner class? So I'll create another class over here. So for example, we have class anonymous. So we have anonymous demo as the class name, and inside this class, let us say we have a method. So we have void create class method. So I'm going to name this method as create class. It is not going to take any parameter, and inside this what we are going to do guys is we are going to use this polygon class in order to create an object. So over here we are going to use the polygon class. So I'll use this polygon class over here. We name it as P1 as the object of this polygon class, and then guys we are going to have an equal to operator followed by a new operator and then the name of the class, that is polygon. So guys, over here we are creating an object that is P1, but after this we can have the body as well of this object. So after creating this object we have to have the body, and after these curly braces we have to have a semicolon over here, and inside this object guys what we are going to do is we are going to have a method again. So what we will do is we will have the same method, that is display. So over here I'll just copy this and paste this over here. So what we are doing is we are having the same method name as that in the class name. So it can be said that over here the polygon is the super class, whereas over here the anonymous demo we are creating it as a child class, but we are going to use the object of the polygon class over here. So the anonymous demo class is just extending the other class, that is the polygon, which is a super class over here. So guys, if you are getting confused, no need to worry, but over here we are going to use the same name as that of the method which is already defined over here in the super class. So we are not going to have any parameters again, and then we are going to have the print statement saying we are inside anonymous class. So we have inside anonymous class over here in order to identify that we are inside an anonymous class. Now guys, after this body of the P1 object of the class polygon, we are going to call the display method of this object. So over here what we are going to do is we will use P1 as the object, and then dot we have display that is being suggested over here by IDE. So guys, what will happen is since this name display is same as that of the display, but since we are providing the implementation of this method inside this child class, so this method that is inside anonymous class will be displayed over here. That's because display method will be overridden over here. Now the only thing that we are supposed to do is we are supposed to call this create class method, so that the control flow will come over here, that is create class will be called, and then it will see this object that is P1, and using this object it will call the display method of this object over here, and this statement should get printed. So guys, let us create an object of this anonymous class demo. So I'll just copy this and paste this over here, and then let's say we have the name of the object as demo, and then we have new operator followed by the anonymous demo class name over here. Now what we have to do is using this demo object we will call create class method that we created inside this class, that is anonymous demo. So what will happen, the control flow will come over here, it will encounter this object, that is P1 object of this polygon class, which has become an anonymous class right now, and this P1.display will call the display method over here. So guys, let me just save this file and try running this code now. So as we can see, inside anonymous class is being displayed. Now guys, let's say we want to print this inside Polygon class. So what we can do is, instead of having this implementation, I'll just comment out this line over here. Let us see what happens when we comment out this line. That means we are not having the display method of this object, that is P1, being implemented in the child class, but it is present in the parent class. So I'll just save this file and try running this code now. So as we can see, inside Polygon class is being called. That's because there is no other method, that is display, that is overriding this superclasses method over here. And guys, this is the way that we can implement anonymous classes in Java. Now guys, what is the importance of having this anonymous class in this way and having the object of another class and calling a method using this object? So guys, the very important thing over here, as you can notice, we are calling the display method of a Polygon class, and the object of this class is not created at all inside our main method. So as you can see, we are using the anonymous demo class and using its method, that is create class, in order to have some lines of code that will create our anonymous classes object and call that method. So guys, this is the very important thing. In case you don't want to create the object of a particular class and show it inside the main method, you can create an anonymous class and call its own function in order to execute some lines of code. Guys, similarly, instead of having this class, we can also have the anonymous interface as well. So instead of this class, we will define it as an interface. So when we are having interface, we cannot have a definition of the methods inside an interface. So as you can see, there is a red underline over here. It says abstract methods do not specify a body. So this is kind of an abstract method and we cannot have the body of that method. So I'll have to remove this, but it is mandatory to have the implementation of this method wherever we are trying to extend or implement this interface. So where we are using this interface over here in the create class method, we are trying to use the Polygon over here. But as you can see over here as well, we are getting a red underline. It says cannot reduce the visibility of the inherited method from Polygon. So it is asking us to change method visibility to public. So I'll just change this visibility to public over here. So as you can see, after providing public keyword, the error message is gone. So guys, in this way, the interface can also be implemented inside the anonymous class. And now using this anonymous demo class, we can create an object and call its own function, that is create class, in order to call this method, that is display method, for this object, that is P1 of the interface Polygon. So guys, let me just save this file and try running this code now. So as you can see, inside anonymous class is getting printed over here. So guys, in this way, we can implement anonymous classes or anonymous interfaces as well. So guys, that's it in this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is singleton design pattern in Java programming with examples. So stay tuned.